What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Mardi Gras. Hope everybody had a good weekend. It's pretty interesting here. So, I posted the story that I was going to read on the title thumbnail, and I put the link to it in the description. But not too long ago, we had a press conference from the interim police superintendent, which is the interim police chief, and she gave an update. So I'm actually, I found the news story on the update. I listened to the update, of course, and then I found the updated story pretty much around that. So I'm going to read this news story that just came out instead, and I'll put the source description to the story below, and I can also share the press conference. I think I found it on Facebook, so I'll share it on Facebook there if you guys want to see it for yourself, which I recommend that you do. Just don't take my word for it for everything, you know. I do have my biases. All right, so let's just get to it. So this was put out at 12:01 today, so about an hour and 15 minutes ago. So the headline is, New Orleans police identify suspect in Bacchus parade route shooting. The NOPD said the area where 5 people were shot along the Bacchus parade route Sunday night is a problematic area, and that they had assigned additional security to the section near the 1500 block of St. Charles Avenue. Superintendent Michelle Woodfork said that additional security monitored the backside of that part of the route. I'm not sure what the backside means. And apparently neither do they, because they put it in quotes here. Despite the increased security, though, police say that they believe 21-year-old Manzoor Mujab. All right, I'm just going to show it to you. This is the man's name here, right underneath my finger. First name, last name. Fired a weapon that struck several people. 2 guns were recovered from the scene, and at the point in the investigation, they don't know if this guy was the sole shooter. Woodfork said that the deceased male is between 15 and 18 years of age and has yet to be identified. The other victims, all of whom went to the hospital and were treated and released, including a 4-year-old girl, 22 and 24-year-old women, and an 18-year-old man. Quote, prior to this happening yesterday, we were having a beautiful Mardi Gras season, Woodfork said. The NOPD had its depleted forces supplemented with officers from around the state for the 2023 carnival season. Sunday night, the crew of Bacchus Parade was nearing the end of its journey when the gunshots rang out onto the New Orleans parade route. The shooting happened... Sorry, hold on one second. All right. The shooting happened around 9:30 p.m. near St. Charles Avenue and Terpsichore Street, where a large crowd lined the street enjoying Mardi Gras festivities. Witnesses said at least a dozen shots were fired as the crowd scrambled for cover. Prior to the shooting, witnesses said that there were some skirmishes in that area that officers broke up. Everyone ran. Everyone took cover. My whole family ducked. I was just kind of hovered over my family like the small children, Andrew Crawford said. The Bacchus parade was temporarily halted as first responders arrived at the scene. The parade was resumed to get out of the way of the crime scene. So they still kept rolling the parade, but just to get it out of the way so they can take care of business, it sounds like. The NOPD is asking for any information to call Crime Stoppers, etc., etc. All right, so in the press conference that the police chief put out earlier, they said that, or she said that she arrested the this person whose name I'm not even going to try to pronounce. They booked him under illegally carrying a weapon. I think it was what they said, illegal carry of a firearm, which we do have rules here in New Orleans. Normally, if you have a permit or whatever, you can carry, you know, concealed, or you can open carry or whatever. But when there are Mardi Gras parades out, those parade zones where the parade goes down, those all turn into automatic gun-free zones. Even if you have a permit, you're not allowed to carry on those excuse me again, on those parade routes. So even those men having those guns there, you know, they were breaking the law just being there. You know, joking aside, this is pretty horrible. A 4-year-old child was shot. The person that was killed was another young person between 15 and 18 years old, they said. That's pretty sad. Apparently, they said that they had recovered 2 firearms, which, you know, unless this guy was rolling with the New York reload, you know, there maybe was another shooter. Maybe it was the deceased person. I mean, someone had to be a target to this. So far, the police have said that they don't have any motive for it. And I'm just wondering, like, did they talk to the shooter yet? I don't know if he lawyered up. Another thing I wanted to point out. So they're titling this a mass shooting, which I guess technically by the way that they count it, by the number of victims, it's a mass shooting. But I think it was very briefly touched on in the story. It was one line. It said that witnesses said that there were some fights that had to be broken up earlier. So I'm guessing that this was maybe some sort of retaliatory thing, or you know, like a neighborhood gang related type situation. So if that's the case, then it shouldn't be ruled as a mass shooting, and it should probably go under like a gang shooting or something like that, if that's the case. Now, we don't have all of the details out yet, and the reason why I'm just bringing this up now is I have a feeling that because of this particular incident, it happens every time, that we're going to see a lot of emotion-fueled anti-gun laws being passed. So what I have to say to that is we had an anti-gun law that was in effect, and it did not prevent this incident. Without the total ban and confiscation of firearms, like, what other law could you pass that would have prevented this situation? I mean, it's already illegal to carry firearms on the parade route. Only the police can have the guns. Didn't stop this. So, my condolences to all the families affected by that act of violence. It's very unfortunate, and hopefully the police get to the bottom of it all, and hopefully they do it real quick. Yeah, I guess that's all I'll say about it. I mean, we had a law passed, gun-free zone. I guess if you're a criminal, you're already going to break the law. You don't really care about breaking the law to break the law, right? Guess I'll leave that one right there, folks. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you watched on Rumble, smash that Rumble button. Catch me on Twitter, Minds, Facebook, and Instagram. I also just made this thing called Utreon. I have a page. I'm still trying to figure out how to upload videos to it. But if you guys are on Utreon, you can go ahead and find me there. If anybody has any helpful hints about getting my Utreon set up, let me know in the comments below. You can also email me. I got my email somewhere around here. Yeah, anyway, appreciate it. Remember, guys, you are your own first responder, and you are your own security guard. So stay well regulated. We'll catch you on the next one. Happy Mardi Gras. Peace.